and welcome back to my channel. I have these two again. Y'all introduce yourselves for the new viewers.
Hello y'all, it's Mark, back again.
Hey, it's Cedric, back again.
And today we're going to be discussing meeting the parents. So first, let's start off with one of the most important things, the first impression, how you dress, baby, what you wear to meet the parents. So let's start off with the boys. What do you wear to meet your girl's parents?
You gotta dress up for sure. You can't just throw on like a little t-shirt now. You got polo, button down. This is perfect, you see? You wanna just look like me and you'll be alright.
Sound good.
No?
Yeah, sounds mighty good. I think it depends on the occasion, honestly. What if like the first time you meeting them there at a water park, you gonna wear a button, you gonna wear a polo, you gonna wear a polo to Water Rapids?
That's true. You're right.
I mean, well, no, if you got some nice swim trunks to go with that, I mean, I'm down for it. But I think it depends on the occasion. But if you're just like meeting them in general, you do want to dress nice, not like suit and tie, but you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Nice dress shirt, you know, nice jeans or khakis, you know what I'm saying? Just to impress.
Well, definitely with meeting the girls' parents, for you guys, I can tell y'all what my mom looks for, what my parents looks for. Listen, my mama is Inspector Gadget. She gonna look at everything. We Haitian, baby. So cover up all the tattoos, take the pull-out golds out. The gold, well, you can leave your gold chain. You know, you gotta add a little sauce, a little flavor. But just cover up the tattoos and take out your pull-outs. Also dress pull-out golds.
Oh, you said pull-out nose. My bad.
What the heck?
Sorry.
Anyway, you definitely do want to dress nice to see your girlfriend's parents. That's basically a first impression. They're judging you based off of how you look because they don't necessarily know you yet.
Exactly.
And they're not gonna open arms accept you. Well, my mama sure not. It takes a relationship and it takes a bond to build, but you first need to, well, they judge that off of the first impression, which is how you dress. Okay, now we're gonna go for the ladies. I'm going to tell y'all what I would wear when meeting my boyfriend's parents. So, you know, you have to dress up. You gotta dress to impress, because let me tell you something about these boys' mamas. They crazy. They crazy when it comes to their son. They just gonna cling on to them and never let go. But
yeah.
you gotta step in the room like, listen, lady, your son is mine now. You got to go. I'm just playing. Don't do that. Don't do that. But you definitely want to dress up nice because I'm telling you, the mamas are crazy. Boys' moms are literally insane. They gonna look at you with the side eye. They gonna size you. They gonna roll their eyes. Oh, this little girl, you about to meet me? Yes. This is why you have to give the mom nothing bad to talk about. You have to show her the first time you meet her that you're perfect, okay? So dress in a nice little outfit. Don't wear heels. Don't be extra. I might do it, but I wouldn't advise you to do it. And yeah, just look cute.
Can I ask you a question?
What?
What kind of moms are you meeting?
Nah, you sleep.
I mean,
Can you please tell them, Mark?
My mom, she's a lawyer, and she don't like nobody. Nobody. Not friends I bring home, nobody. You know. She come around after a while. Once she see that you're there to stay and it's not some temporary,
yeah,
she
definitely. Because when I have my son, I'm gonna be the same way. So I can't even be mad. And I know I don't have any brothers, but I know based off of experience, my grandma. I'm not gonna snitch on my uncle's baby mamas, but my grandma don't play that. So let's move on to the next.
Talk about that later.
Yeah, that's grandma. My grandma watching. She live from Haiti. Hey, grandma.
Hey, grandma.
Hey, stop classic. All right, y'all. Moving on to the next topic, which is now that you're dressed, now that you're ready to go, what's the first thing you do when you meet the parents? What's the first thing you say? How do you introduce yourself? What do? Do you hug them? Do you kiss them? Do you wave at them from afar? So let's talk about the guys. What would you guys do when meeting your girlfriend's parents?
Well, I met my girlfriend's parents. With her dad, always with the man, you have to give him a nice firm handshake. Not too hard, not too soft. You know, if you do it too soft, they're like, oh, he's not a real man. You do it too hard, he's like, are you trying to intimidate me? Like, are you trying to challenge me? And
that's never, a thing?
Yeah.
That's a thing.
Definitely.
Have you never seen people like hold hands for a long time and they're squeezing each other's hand? That's intensity. That's
you
definitely.
can't. It's gotta be just the right amount. If it's too strong, you're gonna think you're trying to challenge him and take over his house. It's gonna get ugly.
Boys are dumb.
Yeah, and as far as moms, it depends on how the mom comes at you. A lot of times it's different because you could put your hand out and she might not put her hands out. I know a lot of moms like to hug, and also with Hispanic people, some Hispanic people, they like to give you a kiss on the cheek. So it all depends. I'd say like try to wait and see how they approach you first. Don't just hop in there and try to hug them. Maybe they're not a hugger, maybe they're not a handshaker, maybe they're a cheek kisser. You know what I'm saying?
Well, personally, I was raised in a Haitian household, and with us, it's hugs and kisses. Everybody you see, if they older than you, or else it's gonna be a problem. But there was one time I tried that, and then she really stopped me. It was my ex's mother. I greeted her mother, and I went for a hug, and she kind of stopped me. And I was like,
that's kind of.
What's up, dog?
Never mind.
It was pretty ugly. I felt nuts.
That's kind of embarrassing.
Great first start.
I'm sorry you had to go through that. That's really embarrassing. For me, I am also Haitian, so I was raised in a Haitian household. I can tell you guys, if you're dating a Haitian girl, definitely you want to hug and kiss the mom. That's what you want to do. My mom is not a handshaker. She is a hugger and a kisser. So when you first meet her, and if you try to shake her hand, she gonna say, "Come here, baby," and she gonna give you a hug and a kiss. My stepfather, however, don't do that. Don't reach your hand out. Don't do none of that, because he's just gonna say, well, he probably will shake your hand, but he's gonna say, "How are you?" My stepdad is not mean at all. When everybody sees him, they're like, he looks so mean, but he's not. He just puts on that fake persona. My dad, I would say definitely shake my dad's hand, but you don't want to be too friendly. You feel me? Like, you're not trying to act like you know the man like that. Just say, "Hey, how are you? Nice to meet you." You don't want to use any slang when talking to them, like, "Hey, what's up?" You don't want to do that, because then again, he don't know you like that. As a woman, when meeting my boyfriend's parents, well, his mom, let's say, I will probably shake her hand. I'm not even gonna lie. I'm not gonna try to reach in to kiss you. Well, sorry. Let me go back. If my boyfriend is Haitian, I'm definitely going to hug and kiss the mom.
Oh, okay.
But see, I don't date Haitian boys, because we'll talk about that in another video. I don't date y'all. I don't mess with y'all. I usually like Yanks, so I will not hug or kiss the mom, because Yank moms, they be playing too many games for me.
That's very offensive.
Okay,
a Yank is very offensive.
A Yank is an American.
All American.
Blood
derived
American.
From Yankee.
No, derived from Yankee. Full blood American. Don't have no inty teensy beatsy wits of Caribbean in them.
That's me.
That's a Yank.
I'm a Yank. I find that very offensive, but I'm a Yank.
Anyway. No, I will not hug the mom. I will not kiss the mom. I will shake her hand until she shows me that she likes me. Because I'm not going to get sized like him. Alright guys, now that you're fully dressed, you're in your Sunday's best, you look amazing. And after you have chosen to kiss the parents, hug the parents, or whatever you chose to do, let's get to the obvious part, and probably the most nerve-wracking part. What do you say to the parents? How much information do you disclose to them?
Alright, this is plain and simple. When you're at an interview and they ask you stuff, you don't tell them none of the bad stuff, none of the questionable stuff. You just give them the great stuff that's going to get you the job, right? That's exactly what you do here. It's a big interview. You tell them your name, they might ask your major, what you like to do, and that's it.
That's all they gonna ask?
Don't tell them how you went to jail when you was 10 years old and it wasn't your fault. Don't tell them that.
You beat the case.
Yeah, none of that. Don't tell them how last semester you did bad, but it was just, don't tell them that. Only good things.
I mean, always start off, first, it depends on where you meet them. I like to compliment them, you know what I'm saying? Say something nice about them, you know what I'm saying? Oh, you meet the mom, you smell really nice, or you're at the house and the dad's there, you have a really nice home. You start off, complimenting them, making them feel like, like you appreciate what they have. Even though he said you don't want to tell them the bad things, I mean, they're going to ask you about school. I mean, sometimes you have to be honest. Like, a lot of parents would rather you be honest. Not saying tell them you failed a class or anything, but just let them know, hey, man, college is hard, but I got through it. I came out successful. I'm still doing good. I mean, you can't just lie.
I feel like parents are looking for a reason not to like you, though. So that may sound small, but all they hear is, oh, he's not getting school. And then they're going to stick with that and then bring that up. And that's what I would do. And you going to tell the mom that she smells nice?
Yeah.
In front of the dad?
Not like not in a weird way.
Like you smell nice. You might get.
No, not smell good. No, no.
See, everything these guys are saying, that would never work for my parents. So don't listen to anything they just said.
What if you just sit down and be quiet at your house?
No.
Facts.
See, if you have parents like mine who don't get soft very easily, this is what you do if you're a guy and you're watching this right now. Tell the truth. Don't lie, because eventually, no matter, I don't know how long your relationship is gonna last, no matter how long it lasts, they're going to end up finding out something you told them was a lie. You don't wanna lie at all. That's not a good look.
Don't lie. Don't say that.
Just don't bring up stuff that don't need to be brought up.
But sometimes you don't have to bring stuff up. They will ask. Like my mom will ask, "Are you sexually active? Are you doing this? Are you doing that?" You have to tell the truth.
That's fine. I'm sexually active. So are you. You're sexually active too.
Exactly. Look,
you gonna tell them, Mom?
No, I'm not gonna say that. But I'm like, yes, I am. I have had sex before. Yes. Wording is everything.
I have involved myself with sexual interactions at one point in my life.
Bruh, listen, please tell the truth and don't get slick. No matter what they say, I'm telling you, the dad will intimidate you. The mom will say something. Do not catch an attitude or get slick. Just hit that and keep it moving. I'm telling you.
Also,
be funny.
Laugh at all the jokes. Sometimes they're serious jokes. My girlfriend's dad told me he was gonna hit me, and I was like, "You're so funny."
And if they pull out the gun on you, they not gonna shoot you.
Oh no,
they not gonna shoot you.
Oh, in the relationship, pull out guns. It was nice knowing you, shorty, but your dad is too. I'm out.
You're out.
If he pulls out the gun, marry her.
Yes, but that's a test.
I've never been tested that way. I didn't know.
Of your life?
That's what I'm saying.
Y'all not real enough then.
Your dad pulls out guns?
No.
That's what I'm saying.
Who's that?
My mama.
Pulls out guns on kids?
I'd rather pull out a kitchen knife.
Don't talk to Cece.
Don't go to Simone's house.
My mom never did that.
Sound good. Just don't mess with her.
Yeah.
Because clearly that's normal to get guns pulled.
Sounds like she has a personal story.
My mom never did that. My mom never did that.
But your dad did? Stepdad did?
No,
somebody did.
They never did that.
Little brother, little sister.
Now my uncle.
Your uncle.
All 8 of my
uncles are the worst.
Yeah. All 8 of my uncles. Let's talk about uncles. Listen, the uncles are like big brothers times 10.
Times 10 with nothing to lose because that's not their real dog.
It's like having 10 more daddies. just try to avoid the uncles. I'm telling you now. If I have a boyfriend, if my uncles are there, I'm trying to get him in and get him out because I'm scared.
They do not care.
Bullies.
I had my uncle call a dude gay. In his face, like literally say, "Nigga, you gay," in his face.
That's crazy.
It's just bad with the uncles. Avoid the uncles at all costs.
I mean, if you're a girl, avoid the aunties, because the aunties, the aunties are gonna talk about you. You gonna come over there, you gonna walk away.
Like that?
Nah, my aunties are too friendly. Like,
my auntie,
they end up liking the girl more than I like the girl. I'm like,
the thing is, my aunties will keep it real. You'll be there, you'll leave, and they'll come to me and they'll say,
"Oh, that's
hey, we not feeling her.
They're not gonna lie.
She did this, she did." They'll keep it honest. They say, "We don't like her. Don't bring her over here again." But I mean, if you feel for a person, you know what I'm saying, you gotta let your aunties know, hey, this is who I like, this is who I want to be with. Y'all gotta accept it.
That's important too.
All right, guys. Now that we got you through how to dress, now that we got you to how to greet, what to say, let's finish off with the closing remarks. Let's talk about how to end the conversation with them or dismiss them and say bye when you're about to leave. And then let's talk about how your parents may react or how they may feel after meeting your significant other. So first off, let's discuss how to say bye to them. What would you guys do?
You always say you enjoyed your time, even if they pulled the gun out on you. You decide to stay for some weird reason.
If you real and you decided to stay. Listen,
crazy.
If a gun scare you, I can't be with you. I can't be with you. You're not real enough for me.
You would be afraid of a gun?
Because what if you're, listen, this is my family's reasoning behind it. If you're with my daughter and somebody pull a gun on y'all and you run and get scared, you should be the protector. You should be able to protect the daughter. You could be sound good in your head and shaking your head and rolling your eyes.
You have to be my protector when I'm in your house.
Yeah, if you sit there, wait. If you let them pull the gun on me and you just what you gonna do?
That's the test. That's the test. I'm gonna be looking too.
Then I'm like, cool, I see how they get down over
We
here.
gotta ride for each other. It's not no one way.
Y'all
You supposed to stop and you supposed to get in front of me and don't do that. He's good.
Ladies, now you know what type of dudes not to mess with, okay?
Sound good.
I got good credit.
But yeah, you say you have fun. You enjoyed the time. Thanks for having me. Hopefully y'all are a little closer than when you walked in. They're real comfortable with you and you just got a dub. You won. Hopefully.
Yeah, you tell them it was really great to meet them. That's what you always have to say. It was really nice to meet them. Yeah, and a great way you know you did good is if they say they hope to see you again. If they don't say that, I mean, it's not that bad. But a lot of the times when you hear that, that gives you the confidence boost. Okay, they enjoy my company.
Yeah, I agree with everyone they said. You always want to say nice meeting you. Hopefully they say, hopefully I get to meet you again. And also, you want the parents or the mom to say, oh, you need to keep her. If they don't say that, I don't know. I'm always used to that. But if they don't say, oh, you need to keep her, then
you don't need to keep her.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah. They should always say something of that nature.
Facts. That's
if it went positive. All right, now that you left and you're out of the house with your girlfriend or your boyfriend or whatever, you gonna find out how your parents feel about them.
For sure.
So hopefully it all went positive and they love you and they call and they just like, oh, I love her so much. But you know, sometimes that doesn't always happen. So let's talk about if your parents are just like, she gotta go, she dirty, she stank, she ugly, she got an attitude. No. What would you do?
You can't let that discourage you, honestly, because it's gonna happen. Parents are kind of hard to impress, to be honest. Yeah. But if you like the person and you truly like them, you're like, I'm bringing them home. Even if they don't like them, keep liking them. Maybe in the future, y'all meet, something will happen, it'll just all come together like a beautiful puzzle. Puzzle game.
Spoken truly. I mean, I kind of have two different opinions. I've learned something a lot of the times, especially as like being a boy. A lot of time moms are right about some of the things they say. They can say something's wrong with the girl. I mean, but if you like the girl, you want to be with her truly, like, do what you got to do. But sometimes your moms could be right. Moms have, a good way of like sensing things. But if it's somebody you really want to be with, you just have to commit to it. You know what I'm saying? Go through the hard road so you can get through the easy road and be happy.
Prophet said over here preaching. I see you.
Bam.
I mean, I can definitely see both sides. I can see being a person who really likes someone, yet your parents don't necessarily like them, and you feel, I guess, torn because you really like this person, but you really respect your parents' opinion, and you don't want to have that regret, like, if you break up with them because of your parents' opinion, like, dang, what if we really would have worked out? What if that person would have grown on my parents, and, we could have been married by now, had, like, 10 kids, like, you never know. But I will say that I'm personally the type of person that, God forbid, if my mom doesn't like my boyfriend, I'ma leave him. I will leave him, and I know y'all, every time I say that, somebody looks at me like I'm crazy, but this is why. My mom is a person that likes everybody. She loves everybody, she's nice, and she's friendly, and can y'all let me talk?
I didn't say that.
She's a person that likes everybody and she sees the good in a lot of people. So, if by chance my mom ever says, Simone, I don't, and also me and my mom have a really good relationship, we're really close. If my mom ever says, Simone, I don't think he's the right person for you, I have to respect that opinion. Why? Because she knows me like the back of my hand, and also she sees the good in everybody. So if for some odd reason she doesn't see the good in one person, it has to be there. Now listen, disclaimer, you can't trust that with every parent, because some parents are petty, some parents just don't want you to be in a relationship, some parents are not like my mom. So I would not advise you to go off of your parents' opinion. But if you're like me and you have that close relationship with any of your parents, and if your parents just see the good in people, and if all of a sudden they just don't think someone is for you, I'm not going to tell you to break up with them, but I will tell you to pay very close attention and proceed with caution.
Fair enough. I feel you just got to know your parents. And
know your
yourself.
Parents and know yourself. Definitely. All right, guys. I hope hope that you took our advice. I hope that if you are meeting your significant other's parents or you're introducing them to yours, that all goes well. You know, I hope they like them. I hope y'all get married and y'all have a successful marriage and have 50 billion kids and a nice big mansion. I just wish good things for you guys. I really do. Y'all don't wish nothing good for them?
Of course. Nothing but love and prosperity, man.
Love and prosperity.
Y'all gonna be prosperous.
Have a great future. Unless they pull out a gun, then
yeah.
If it's a gun,
if they put out a gun, stay strong. Stay strong. It's a test. It's a test.
Get out, part 2.
If they pull out a gun, pull out the driveway. Clear.
Exactly.
Major keys.
Whatever. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe to my channel, and if you ever meet one of your girlfriend's parents after watching this video, I said one of. If you ever meet your girlfriend or boyfriend's parents, the one, not many, I'm not condoning that.
Not in the US.
And you took my advice, comment and let me know how it goes. If you disagree with any of their comments or even mine,
not me.
I don't know how you would disagree with anything I ever say.
With the gun.
Just comment. Just comment and let me know below. I want to hear what you have to say. Let me know what you guys want to see from my channel. If you want them to come back again.
Oh.
Y'all ugly. Alright, bye y'all.
Wow. See you. If you see a gun, run.
If you see a gun, stay. Be real.
Don't.
Be real.
Don't.
Be real.
Don't. Hi, Mom.
'Cause I'm off of CC.